Thank you, President Benson. At our December commencement, we have a tradition of having a distinguished UCCS alum speaker address our graduating students. This afternoon, we are honored to have Mike Fritz, Senior Vice President of Tax at FedEx Corporation, as our third annual distinguished alum speaker. Mr. Fritz has been with FedEx Corporation for 16 years. Prior to joining FedEx, he was a senior tax counsel at TRW Inc., and before that served in various positions with Exxon. He received his Bachelor of Science in Accounting in 1977 from the University of Colorado Springs. He obtained his Juris Doctorate from University of Colorado Boulder in 1980. It's my privilege to introduce UCCS distinguished alum, Mike Fritz.
Members of the Board of Regents, President Benson, Chancellor Sockley-Zalabak, faculty, staff, families, friends, and most important, graduates of the class of 2011. Thank you for allowing me to speak with you today. I am deeply honored and humbled by this opportunity to address you on such a momentous occasion at one of our country's leading universities. Nearly 35 years ago, I was seated where you are, graduating from this very university. I was excited, full of energy and ideas, and so anxious to get out and do my part to change the world, hopefully for the better. I did not know, of course, what challenges would await me, but I had the confidence that I had the foundation to surmount them. Most important, of course, would be my upbringing, thanks to my mother and father, and my mother is here today. But it was also very clear to me that my education right here at the University of Colorado Springs would be instrumental in that regard. Now that I have been through those 35 years, and bear this in mind, they pass very quickly, I can confirm for you without reservation that UCCS did indeed prepare me very well. Also without reservation, I can tell you that if you use your education here to the very best of your abilities, you will find it has prepared you too very well for your next 35 years. And that's a good thing, because there is no dearth of challenges in the world today. Furthermore, many of the challenges today are more complex than ever, at least in part because many of them are global in nature, not just regional in nature. It is not just us here in the United States, and we cannot pretend it is. Indeed, we do so at our own peril. This global community, with its global markets, global communications, global networks, brings with it significant challenges: political, economic, environmental, educational, and on and on. It also, however, brings with it something else: enormous opportunity. Let me give you one example, something with which I am personally familiar in my life as a businessman, that dealing with the global marketplace. The United States today is still the most dominant and enviable free market in the world. But the fact is, 95% of the world's population and 75% of the purchasing power is outside of the United States, and both numbers are increasing. More and more people in countries such as China, India, and Brazil are actively participating in the global marketplace, as their countries, as their governments increasingly embrace the power of free market economies, or quasi-free market economies. Combine this with incredible developments that we've seen in the last 20 to 30 years in areas such as the internet, instantaneous banking systems, and expedited global transportation networks such as FedEx's. And the implications, positive and negative, are mind-boggling for U.S. businesses, both those that directly engage in international trade and those that do not, but are suppliers to those who do. Similarly, for employees, customers, and communities all across this country that engage with these businesses. More broadly, think of the phenomenal growth and job prospects that this brings to the U.S. economy as a whole if we can effectively tap in to this marketplace. Now, as I said earlier, this is but one aspect of our global community today. Viewed holistically, one must conclude this is clearly one of the most exciting, challenging, and opportune times in the history of our country and the world. But we must chart our path forward carefully, and for that, we need leaders, which is where you come in, ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2011. You are some of the fortunate few who have had the opportunity, have taken advantage of it, and have worked long and hard to earn your degrees today. According to the National Bureau of Economic Research, less than 7% of the world's population has a college degree or better. 7%. Almost by default, your degree will identify you as a leader. Note that I did say almost, for it is not the degree that is the operative force here. The operative force is you. You chose to pursue your degrees. You chose to devote the time and energy necessary to earn your degrees. You chose to open your minds to new ideas and new horizons. Many of you chose to make financial and other sacrifices in the pursuit of your degrees. And in the process, you have demonstrated that you have what it takes to be a leader. Again, that's a good thing, because we need you, a new class of leaders. Your families and friends look up to you today in admiration for what you've accomplished, and deservedly so. Your communities, your country, and yes, the world look to you for leadership. We have high hopes that you will help develop the next medical breakthrough, or the next scientific theorem, or the next architectural advancement, or the next business model that will improve people's quality of life. So, when your name is called in the next few minutes, and you come up here to receive your diploma, understand what it is you are actually receiving. You are receiving not only a diploma, but also the mantle of leadership. Please do not just accept this mantle. Welcome it, embrace it, relish it, and make a pledge to yourselves and to all who expect you to lead that you will use it to the best of your abilities in an ethical and honorable manner to make the world a better place to live. That's what it's all about. I wish you the very best, and I congratulate you on your accomplishments. God bless you.